SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey everybody, I'm your host, the Grandin Gato, also known as the Big Chemical. Guys, put your paws in there if you're rocking with the Big Cat today. We're here to talk about this coaching staff. Are they obsolete when it comes to their coaching? We asked the difficult question here on KeepPound_TV. But first, one quick question before we get started. Do you love the Carolina? Yes, no, maybe. I ain't giving up yet. We 10 down to this motherfucker. If you love the Carolina, give it a dab. Let's talk about it, man. Is this coaching staff obsolete? What needs to be done? Let's get into it. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss the video. Don't forget, y'all, we got a new gaming channel. There's no content up yet. We're still waiting on our capture card. But go to Pause Up Gaming. Make sure you subscribe. Everything about anything when it comes to gaming, we're going to have a good time live streaming over there. Just chilling with the Big Cat. Now, with that out the way, let's talk about Ron Rivera. I think he maybe let's pump our brakes, man. Maybe he's getting a bad shake. Yeah. If you haven't found out by now, Ron Rivera stormed out a press conference after multiple repetitive questions about Cam Newton's status. Well, let me start there. Cam and Ron, let me tell you, you set yourself up for this, okay? When you clearly lied, and there's evidence that you lied going into the season that he was 100% healthy, you open yourself up to repetitive questions and criticism and people not trusting you, okay? So listen, even when they asked him about his health status for Sunday's game, he kind of said, I don't know until after this press conference or until tomorrow. Had a little smirk on his face. Yeah, my nigga had a little jelly smirk. You know, you got a little jelly right there. Yeah. So listen, man, Ron, you open this up for yourself, but maybe he's giving a bad shake. Let's talk about it, man. Ron Rivera has been in the league for a minute now. The last 3 years haven't been kind to him. Maybe it's not his fault, but listen, he has had a quarterback who hasn't been able to stay healthy for the last 3 years. Last year, his whole offensive line went out in preseason. The year before, and the last 3 years, he had receivers that couldn't catch. Devin Funchess dropping all over the ball. So listen, maybe, is that his fault? Well, I guess for him to be the head coach, he has to take the accountability. Unfortunately, you have to take accountability. But if you look at it in hindsight, it's not his fault that they're not catching balls. It's not his fault that the offensive line got hurt. It's not his fault that Hurney went out there and just recently here and got players in the free agent or throughout the draft. He just recently started doing that. So, I mean, really, you got to give Ron Rivera a lot more credit than we do, man. He's a hell of a coach. He's going to go down in history as the best Carolina Panthers coach that there ever will be. So, listen, man. Unfortunately, as the leader, you got to take the blame. But if you look at it behind closed doors, he really got an unfair shake.
Bye, Felicia.
So if you're asking me, is Ron Rivera on the hot seat? Yeah, hell yeah, he's on the hot seat. Unfortunately, okay? Now, the reason why he's on the hot seat mainly because the way he dealt with Cam Newton's injury, the disclosure of his injury. You know what I mean? He was the guy from the offseason saying he's good to go. Then you put him in the preseason game, gets hurt. Then you say he'll be ready in 2 weeks going into the Rams game. And then Tampa Bay game, he comes out, he's still hurt. I mean, the way he has dealt with this whole injury has left a lot of fans with a sour taste. And you can clearly see that he has been ducking and dodging these questions. And, you know, and listen, I gotta respect him on this. I mean, as a coach, you gotta protect your players. On the field and off the field, and he's taking the bullets for Cam. I think Cam knew he was fucked up, but Cam is a competitor. He's not gonna come out and say, I want to sit down unless it's that bad, and that's what he's done. But in between the meantime, Ron Rivera have been covering for him all the way up until this point. So unfortunately, Ron, you got to be the scapegoat here. I mean, it comes with the territory. Now, as a defensive coach, I think he's done an admirable job. I think he's done a solid job. And bringing in Perry Field, you can tell it's really made a difference with that secondary. I don't see a lot of big bombs being given up in the first 2 games. So shout out to those guys. As a defensive coach, he's fine. Let's turn our page to Norv Turner. Norv Turner, your offense is obsolete. If I want to decipher Norv Turner's offense, I'm going back looking at press clippings. I'm looking at highlights from the 90s when he was with LT and with the Redskins, and look at what he likes to do. He came out, I don't know why he came out and said this, I like to get my running back touches. They used to have 300 and 400 touches, and he's bringing that same shit here. And I know there's somebody watching my video, trust me, I do. You're sitting back here talking about Cam Newton had his best accuracy year since he got in the league under Norv Turner's offense. Sweetie, honey, phony, homie, dog, cuh. It don't take much to have a good accuracy rating when you're throwing check downs the whole game. Yeah, to your running back. So let's pump our brakes there. If you're telling me at year number 9, Cam Newton is reduced to a check down offense, he can't do nothing other than that, then we got some problems. That guy's too gifted, too talented to do that. And you know what? And I hate to do this because I don't like to recommend people be replaced, but somebody has to get in there and be a young offensive-minded coach, kind of like what Andy Reid is. He allows to open up the playbook, bring in a Chip Kelly, bring in a Lincoln Riley. Somebody has to get in there and allow Cam to play. Go back to the college ranks, okay? Cam has never and never will be a typical drop-back quarterback who you want to make the proper read and all that. This is what we got to do. We got to get him healthy. We got to open up the playbook, and we got to let Cam have fun. Throwing it down to the running back 500 times is not fun for Cam. Nor is it smart. I mean, LA Rams fans, LA Rams players coming out at the game saying it was easy to decipher where he was going to go with the ball.
Oh, he done fucked up.
To be honest with you, man, part of me really does feel for Ron. I really do feel for Ron because, like I said, throughout the years, my man has been there. He has had 3, 4, 5 straight years where he has top 10 defenses, been to a Super Bowl, Coach of the Year. But, you know, as we know, this is a what have you done for me now lately, and it hasn't been much. And like I said, maybe he has been handicapped because players haven't necessarily lived up to their job or hasn't remained to stay healthy. So, I mean, my heart goes out to him just a little bit right there. You know what I mean? So, honestly, man, I think we just need to get younger younger-minded when it comes to coaching staff. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if Ron stayed 1 year, but I wouldn't be opposed if he went either. You know what I mean? We just gotta have a younger mindset. This is not set up to where you can sit here and play the coaching style of a '90s coach, where you just sit here and just say I'm gonna grind away or check down. I mean, we're too talented, and as you've seen already, DJ Moore getting frustrated. DJ Moore was frustrated during the game. You know what I mean? So, listen, if we can't find a way to get these stars, the ball, that's on the coaching staff. That's on the coaching staff, man. So, and I think Norv Turner, hey, man, unless you can reinvent yourself, I think we got to get younger, man. We got to bring somebody in there. You know, would you hate to see Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey is on a course to mess around and either have some kind of major injury or to burn himself out in his career. They're going to do his ass like Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders got tired of carrying the workload, and he left in his prime. Just because you can do something don't mean you want to do it all the time. That's big facts. Okay, so let's get a younger-minded offensive coordinator in there. You know, maybe even a quarterback's coach, man. You know, and at some point, at some point we got to put the blame on Cam Newton as well. He has to wear the blame as well for not executing. But he has a legitimate reason for not executing because he's not healthy. I got one little thing that makes me not feel sad for Ron Rivera. When it comes to Ron Rivera, I feel like he's a coach that is too lenient at times. I'm not saying come in there and be a drill sergeant, but I feel like when Cam Newton tries to say, I'm all right, I want to press my way, I think he kind of gives into it. You know what I mean? Somebody has to have the balls to come up to Cam and say, look, you're sitting down, whether you feel good or not, it's in my judgment call. I went off the medical staff. I looked at the medical report. They're telling me you're okay. But look, if you're saying that, you know, you're okay, but you're about 60, 70, 80%, I think it's a no-go. I think it's a no-go. And I think he doesn't do that. And this is my assumption. I could be wrong, man. But somebody has to save Superman from himself. And I don't think Ron does that.
Oh, he done fucked up.
I'm your host, Granite Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cats, put your paws on every rock with the Big Cat. Listen, man. Tell me, what do you think, man? Do you think this coaching staff is obsolete? Or am I tripping? Maybe we just got to give it some more time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Paws Up Gaming. We will start gaming here soon. I'm your host, El Granite Gato, also known as the Big Cat. Only way to get up out of here, y'all. Let the church say. Let the church say that. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.